That's 100% of my grade.
Oh, really?
Good way to start the video.
Welcome everyone to my first video. I'm Ian and this is my first guest, Mia. Hi Mia, thank you for coming to my video. I've been thinking of doing this series for like a time now since I've been studying in Ireland for 8 months now, since last September.
Yeah.
And I've met a lot of nice friends, especially Mia, but we are coming from different cultures, backgrounds. We have different way of thinking things, the way of doing things. So I think it might be fun that we settle down to like for one specific topic or two to like discuss our ideas and things like that. I think it will be fun, and any topics comes to our mind, like the lives in Dublin, like the studying life, the working life, just anything except the politics, especially with you. And,
Don't have to call me out.
So today's topic is about building and managing self-energies, which is, let's see, I mean, we have talked a lot, and let's see what we can find out during we can explore during our conversation right now here.
Yeah.
And
This will be so fun.
okay, a declaration first. I made grammar mistakes. I'm not a native English speaker, so I will try to edit it in the subtitle, even if I make mistake now, and I make mistakes. Like I'm very bad at tenses and the pronouns, because I claim everyone as a he, you know that. And
Yeah.
so just please bear with me. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
So Mia, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Okay.
Briefly.
Hi everyone, I'm Mia. I'm from New York. I don't know what else to say. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay. And you were studying?
I am studying public relations and strategic communications at the same university as Ian, DCU.
DCU. That's the thing. The reason why I choose this topic, because you feel like a really energetic person to me.
Oh,
And also you are like studying this, and
Yeah.
it feels like you're always networking. So.
yeah, I'm a networking girl.
Okay. So what do you usually do when you're like after class? Like
After class,
here in Dublin.
I feel like after class, since they're in the evening, I try to get together with my classmates, but they're usually pretty tired, so I come straight home. However, we're always planning things for the weekend and throughout the week. But like a normal day after class would be either grabbing like a pint with some of my classmates or my friends on campus, and then heading home and recharging. Like I think like socially recharging is like.
Okay, so that's something that I really want to discuss with you about, because
Yeah.
I've been thinking that you are doing the social networking thing because you want to charge your energy. So you're just like spending your energy during the social thing?
I think it's like kind of a bit of both, actually. Like
Really?
I love being around people, right? But sometimes I'm like, oh, I need to like go home and I need to like be alone.
Okay.
Yeah, like regenerate. Like if you've ever been in a hybrid car, when you're spending gas, hybrid car is like half electric, half gas.
Okay.
So like whenever you're using gas, you're charging that like electric battery. So like you are like charging that battery,
Okay.
but sometimes you're like, okay, I can't spend any more gas because we're going down a hill. Like it's time to only use the electric energy that I have. So like I guess there's like two different. There's like the social battery aspect, and then there's like the emotional energy. And I feel like people give me emotional energy, but that social battery is like, it gets drained. So sometimes I want to like come home, just watch like my anime, my K-drama, my rom-coms, and like be by myself. But I feel like I'm always like on the phone, like talking to people.
You are.
Yeah.
Because we are having the kind of a mini project that we just finished this week.
Yeah.
Last week. This week.
Last week. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Yeah,
I'm
last week.
sure
It's
this
Sunday.
week.
Oh, this week?
Sunday is the end of the week for me.
Sunday's the end of the week for
Yeah.
you.
Is it
Sunday's
for
the
you?
start.
of the week.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
finish our mini project, and we are having like an hour bus trip every time that we go to the art museum. And like on the bus, I would be like on my phone watching short videos, like doing nothing really bad. And you were always like on your phone, like talking to this and that. like talking to a lot of people. I was like, no,
Yeah.
this is not something that I would
You
do.
would-
Yeah, I just want to chill on the bus. I don't want to do any networking. I'm going to do the networking at the volunteer work. So
Yeah, I'm like constantly. I feel like I'm so like connected all the time. So sometimes when I get home, like if I'm not answering people, it's not because I don't care, but sometimes I'll lie that I fell asleep.
That's how you gain your
Sorry,
energy.
this is really sometimes I'll be like, oh, sorry guys, I fell asleep so early last night. I don't fall asleep early. I go to bed at 3 a.m. like every day.
But I mean, the thing that you have
Yeah.
a lot of networking thing to do is because you have too much social medias.
I'm connected on Facebook, on Instagram,
Facebook Messenger is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Instagram and something.
WhatsApp, TikTok, Snapchat.
That's so many. I mean,
No.
if I'm doing this, I can only need WeChat. So.
I have LinkedIn too.
Oh right.
LinkedIn is like real professional though. She's like professional girl.
You are.
Yeah, on LinkedIn. Like, and I actually have. This is so embarrassing. I'm like notoriously bad at reaching out.
Oh really?
I'm not unless I'm like in the same area as you. Like I'll reach out to you. I'll reach out to Kate. All of my friends in Ireland. But it's so hard to like stay super connected when you're so far away.
That's true.
So I found that I have a list of all the people that I have to contact and how often, so that I know I'm not like losing contact with them. I feel like a big responsibility to stay in contact.
That is so sweet. I would be like, okay, if we if we stop losing contact, okay, it's fine for me.
Yeah.
And if I come up with something, and I think this topic is really related to this person, I will contact them, but it's not like I have a list to do it often.
Yeah. It's like a natural evolution. Whereas like some friends need a little bit like more support and like they need more connection. So it's hard to like balance like when I need my own like time and space. I'm like I just want to like watch Cowboy Bebop and cry. Like,
so how long does this like private time you arrange yourself every day?
honestly, like maybe. Because even then, like, people are texting me. People are texting me. I have a long distance relationship. Shane does take up a lot. Like, if I'm not including Shane, because, like, I would be doing that regardless of where I am, like, regardless of how many people I have to contact. Like, Shane is like, oh, like, I call him every day.
Okay, Shane doesn't count.
Shane doesn't count. Like, an hour in the morning.
An hour in the morning?
An hour in the morning. Like, when I'm getting ready, like, I'm not usually, like, texting people. And then I would say, like, I give myself a good, like, 2 to 3 hours at night.
So, in LinkedIn, as you said, you're posting very professional things.
Right.
So, let's say on Instagram, you are doing something really random for me.
Okay.
Because sometimes you're posting, like, life things, like, oh, today I'm doing this, I'm doing that, happy birthday, him or her. But sometimes you're just, I got a really random post from you, it's like, how the government spend your tax less year. I was like, what?
Basically, like, there are some, like, social accounts that I follow that are more political, and I do share that. This is such an interesting topic. I do share it because I think it's, like, important knowledge for, like, a lot of people to have, especially, like, my friends in the US, like, who aren't as, like, maybe, like, politically active or, like, aware of, like, what's going on. Like, when you think about it, like, people our age probably aren't, like, watching the news anymore. And they're not going out and like doing their own research, which is not a good thing. Like, I think you should always be informed, stay informed, do your research about like everything going on in the world. Like, but I think now that like media has kind of taken over our lives, like it's a great way to like keep people informed and like by sharing that. So yeah, I just share it. And also I know like a lot of my friends share the same. So when I see them sharing it, I'm like, oh, I'll share it too. But if I share it, they're gonna like it'll reach a wider audience.
It's like a combination of the knowledge,
yeah,
and communicating with the posts.
Yeah, that's cool. But I think like, especially in the professional sense nowadays, people are so focused on like the competition aspect. They're like, oh, like I don't want other people to have these resources that I have. But like at the end of the day, I think that it's like such a silly mindset to be like, well, I want this best opportunity, so I'm not gonna like help any of my friends. It's kind of like if your friend is struggling in a class
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh, well, I have a better chance of getting this job if that friend does poorly. It's like, so you're not going to help her out. Like, that's crazy. To me, like,
Yeah.
it's like a weird mindset to be like, oh, well, I want to succeed, so I'm going to like help other people fail. We should all be like aiming to like, that's the way that innovation happens, is like if we're all being successful. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, there's like a chain reaction of like people like not succeeding in what they want to do. And maybe sometimes it is a sign of like, oh, like this isn't actually what I want to do. I failed at this, like I'm gonna try something new, and you find your niche. But I think a lot of times it's like, why would you want other people not to do well?
There are people like want to be the obstacles of other people's success. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's
Oh,
not
that's really good way to put that. You want to be the obstacle. Wow, Ian.
I'm
a
really
poet.
bad at English.
The connections that I do have, like I want to put to good use. Like I want to help people find things, and I have a connection in like a drinks company
Okay.
here, and super cool. But my friend Alex, you met, shout out Alex if you're watching this. Like Alex is a chemist and a quality control person. She's super cool. Basically, she's like testing the beers, making sure that they're safe for consumption, making sure that like the pH is right. I don't know. She's fantastic. But like, if I can, why wouldn't I want to like help her get into that program? Because then that's like a really cool opportunity for her, and it also like boosts. Like everything is like a cycle. Like it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So like when you want other people to fail, like that's a connection that like you're not helping grow. And then when you're not helping them grow, like you're limiting your own opportunities by doing that. I've never been a competitive person, which I guess is like not a good thing.
But I mean, I understand them because I am kind of a competitive person. But I think the same as you.
Yeah.
The way that you are thinking, we should help each other to make ourselves better too.
I feel like it's important to like care about the people around you and like try to like think deeper about like why you're doing what you're doing. So I don't know.
It's a really nice speech.
Thank you. I'll shut up now.
I'm basically the same thing the way that you did, but I know that some people will still like being competitive and not doing that, and that's fine for me. So I'm trying to like make my networking to be like the people around us like to help each other.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why we're very good friends. Okay. So tell me something that you do to make you feel productive. Because I mean, the reason why I came up with this question is that I think you're positive and you're thinking that you're being productive really easily. Last week we were going to walk on Botanic Garden, and you were like, okay, this is a nice coffee. Oh, they're hiring. Okay, I'm sending the CV. Oh, I'm being so productive. That's your logic for being productive.
Yeah, I had finished an assignment today about day too, which was productive. I feel like it's hard to stay motivated sometimes.
Okay.
Like I really struggle with like achieving motivation, but then like keeping that motivation. So if I like wake up in the morning and I feel like really like motivated to do my work, it can crumble really easily. So I need to like praise myself every time I like get like one thing done, or else it's just crumbling down and I will be like a pit of like, I didn't do anything today, like why am I the worst?
So you're trying not to make yourself into that situation.
Yeah, but I think it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I did this thing and I deserve like recognition that like I'm actually doing this. It's not like, oh my god, I just read this page and I still have 27 pages to read. It's like, oh, I just read like a whole page and I gained this much information from it.
Okay.
So I feel like, again, it's like a mindset thing. Like you have to stay positive or else I'm gonna fall into a pit of disappointment in myself. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
So you're just like creating yourself every step of the way.
Yeah, so it's kind of like keeping that motivation. Like sometimes I know some people like find motivation in different ways where it's like, oh, you're not doing well, you push yourself harder.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not an athlete, so I don't succumb to that. I think that's a really athletic point of view, you know, when like athletes are like because when they think they did a good job, they're like, okay, like actually good job. But they're so hard on themselves, and I'm so tough on that mindset. If I'm hard on myself, then I'm like dying.
I mean, I also do those things, like to give me a little bit like sweetness. I don't know, of when I got things done, But I mean, I think I praise myself like too much. I'm like, okay, I finished assignment today. I need to play 6 hours of video games.
That's
and
fair.
like, that's too much. And you would be like, okay, I'm being so productive today, and that's it. And you can get energy from that. I was like, no, I cannot.
Listen, praise is praise.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you have to treat yourself sometimes.
So it's like basically when you're doing a lot of energy and manage your energy, like you are charging at the same time but spending.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to do it one at a time.
Yeah, it is hard.
I mean, I just think it's hard to like being like the energy up all the day, like every day. So.
I think that's fair. Like keeping your energy up is like difficult. My energy, I think that's the thing is like I look like my energy's always up, but like after a certain point, like I'll get home and I'll be like,
it's done today.
yeah. And then like I feel bad, but sometimes people will be like texting me at night and I'll respond and I'll be like good night. But I'll still be like, oh my god, like stop texting me. It's late at night and I just wanna like not connect with anyone.
But this is that thing that I don't like WhatsApp is that they can see that you read the
You
message.
should turn that off.
Again. Okay, then that means
I'll show you how to turn
I
it off.
it's like if I turn that off, I also cannot see if people read my messages.
No, you can.
You cannot. And that's the way I like WeChat. Because if someone texts me in the middle of the night, I would be like, open it. I was like, okay, I read, but I don't want to respond. I know what you're talking about. I would do it. That's me. Yeah.
I can't do that because I'll forget. I'll forget to respond. That is the problem. It's okay.
Okay. You said, when we were talking about my ideas of making the videos, and I videoed you, and you're like, oh my god, Ian, I have also an influencer idea you're doing, like, after everything is done, let's say, after May. What kind of ideas is that?
So, as anybody who knows me knows, I really love animals, specifically dogs. Yes, dogs and dogs, yeah. I love both of them, quack and woof. And every time I'm walking in Dublin, I see probably at least 10 dogs. And I always want to know their name, what their favorite toy is, their story, things like that. And I want to talk to their owners. And I really would love to start a project here where I get to go and talk to the owners, take some cute photos or videos of the dogs, post it so that I feel like it will just bring a lot of joy to people around,
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the dog pets things.
Thank you, yeah. And it doesn't just have to be dogs, but people here don't walk their cats. So
I didn't see anyone look at their cats.
in the US sometimes you will see people
Really?
walking their cats. Or they have like cat backpacks
Oh,
that are
yeah, that's
clear.
true.
Because their cats like to be outside. So my cat was an outdoor cat and she lived in the garage. We had like a heater up there.
But I would say there are a lot of dog walkers in Dublin.
A lot of dog walkers. That was actually my goal, to get a job as a dog walker last semester. It did not come to fruition. That's okay. If anyone has a dog, they want me to walk, please let me know. I will travel. I will travel.
I think that's interesting, and I find that the dogs are bigger here than big, and even if they're the same species. Somebody called species, breed.
Yeah. Breed.
Breed. Okay, even though they're the same breed, let's say Labrador. Like
Yeah.
Labrador here is like insanely big. It's like bigger.
Maybe it's the breeding.
Yeah, probably.
Like something about the genes.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed, like, in the US, not a lot of people have like small dogs. They have big dogs
Mm-hmm.
because there's like more room in their houses. They have yards. They have lots of wide open space. I was like living in the city. I see a ton of tiny little dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and I see a lot of wiener dogs or Dachshunds, and they're so cute. But yeah,
Yeah, that is cool.
yeah,
Yeah, but if you really start this thing, we should make another video together
yeah.
about dogs. Like
Yes, we should. And I might not limit it to dogs in Dublin. So far, that is like the brand, Dogs Dublin.
Ooh.
But I would love to do it wherever I live. So yeah.
It went really well.
Yeah, it did.
I'm
You should
trying.
you should put my Instagram on it. So if people want to follow me, you should be like,
Oh, right. If there is a.
If people are using Instagram, please follow her. She's the influencer in the future. And yeah.
If we can talk like this for an hour, like we should do a podcast because I can't come up with the questions, but.
But I mean, you're great at answering those questions. So I just. Okay, guys, thank you for watching these videos. If you like this, or Mia, or me, please give me a like and subscribe. I will try to have different aspects of the topic in the next videos, and we'll maybe have different guests. And maybe it's you, Mia, because I enjoy talking with you. Yeah, and let's say if you have something that you're interested in the topic, please leave it in a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.